Hello, all of you vaingloriously wonderful people. This is the Grotti Brioso 300 Widebody. And I'm about to find out if it'll off-road. This is our, fifth week of Will It Off-Road for Criminal Enterprises? I think that's right. And, well, I mean, this is a compact car. Compact cars typically don't do well going up the mountain, so hey, we have a little time to chat. And at the outset, I want to invite you to join the Vainglorious Discord server if you're not already a part. If you're a regular viewer here on Vainglorious Gaming, or even over on my Twitch channel, and you're not on our Discord server, you're missing a big part of the community. That's like our hub. That is the big place. We play in videos. You guys can give me feedback about videos. You can make fun of my videos. You can make fun of the fact that the Brioso just spun out and then got hit by a much better car. The Brioso spins out kind of easy. It's just the nature of it. It just happens. Yeah, we'd love to have you as part of the Vainglorious Discord. And, of course, if you play on PC, you could take part in the community streams as well as Will It Off-Road recording and even other community videos that we record from time to time. So it really is the hub. And of course, on the Vainglorious Discord server, not only do we have channels for all kinds of different topics for you to chat about and voice channels to join together with other players, we also have things, like memes and photos and selfies, which is always kept safe for work. Don't worry. No dick pics. No, nothing like that happening that I'm aware of in the Vainglorious Discord. And if there are, well, I'll save them to my hard drive first and then delete them and then kick out the member. I don't know. But anyway, we have all that. Plus, if you happen to be a channel supporter, there is a special section just for channel supporters. Whether you are a Patreon member or subscriber, not subscriber, Patreon patron. It's such a weird, I don't know why Patreon can't come up with a better name for the people who support you through Patreon, but there it is. They're patrons. So whether you've made a monthly pledge over on Patreon, or if you're a Twitch subscriber, or a YouTube channel member right here on YouTube, where else would you be a YouTube member? And if you have your respective service linked to your Discord, then you get access to that supporters only section of the server, which is also where I post special ad-free behind-the-scenes versions of Will It Off-Road. That's right, ad-free special versions. They're less edited, and you get to hear our banter that we had going in the Discord call when it took place. It's not really a Discord call because it's a Discord voice chat room, and it's not a call. You join it anyways, whatever. You know what I mean. So yeah, lots of stuff that all hinges around the Vainglorious Discord. And again, like I said, it is the hub of our community. And if you're a regular here on Vainglorious Gaming, or even if you're just new, we would love to have you. And I know I've spent a long time talking about Discord. That's because we clearly had a long climb up, but we're here. So, Will It Off-Road? I mean, yeah, 3:09:17, not the best time in the world. Out of 350 vehicles as of this video, it is 192nd. So not even in the top half. Missing that by 20 some odd vehicles, nearly 20. Nearly 20? Yeah, nearly 20. It's 175 would be half. It is 0.2 seconds slower than the Imponte Nightshade, and it's tied to the Pro Gen PR4. So why does this get 192nd and the Pro Gen PR4 gets 193? Because C comes before O in the alphabet, and it's a compact, and the PR4 is an open wheel. So that's how that works out. So Brioso kind of doesn't have the best brakes. It kind of doesn't have the best anything. I mean, it's a cute little car. I'll give it that. It's definitely has a unique look, but the brakes are, shall we say, insufficient at times. It's also a really light car, so every little bump, I mean, even there, we were airborne for just a split second. Every little bump we leave the ground. Unfortunately, that meant there was no time for the inadequate brakes to slow me down because we were in the air a whole lot. And yeah, it's not often that a mistake on the mountain leads to me being this far down the mountain. I mean, we're almost down to the Alamo Sea. I mean, there it is right there in the background. The road that you drive down during the Pack Sand Dune heist, during that one setup, is right there behind you. I mean, we could go to Grapeseed probably quicker than we could get back up here to the trail. But I was determined to see, can this little thing get back up to the trail? Obviously, every little bush stops it dead or causes it to spin out. Usually stops it dead. But here I'm having trouble because that one bush there kind of in the middle of the path keeps getting in my way and causing issues. But we got past it. And I gotta say, despite the fact that this thing did not get up the mountain very fast, I'm kind of impressed by how slow but steady it was able to get back up to the path here. I was really beginning to doubt it right about here because it really struggled and really slowed down. But then through the good throttle control, I was able to find grip, and it just kept going. I think it helps. There's this little ravine right here, almost like an unmarked trail on the mountain itself. And then, of course, here to the left, a bit more. Almost screwed it up there. Somebody's shooting off fireworks to let me know where to go. But look at this. Look at this. All the way back up to, I think, before where we fell off. Granted, I'm pointing the wrong direction. Everybody decided to stop and wait. They were all kind of in awe of the fact that we made it, or that I made it back up. I think a lot of people, yes, this is where it went wrong last time. A lot of people were really surprised that I actually made it back up there. They thought I was going to have to just drive around the long way from down on the dirt road by the Alamo Sea. But nope, we got up. And it's kind of an impressive thing. Oh, we just missed the hiker. So sad. But I think we get this one. Yo, yes. Center flying. Hikers, this is our mountain. I know it's called Mount Chiliad, but the Vainglorious own it. We extended an invitation to all players of GTA Online to take advantage and enjoy the mountain. But NPCs, no, not allowed to see an NPC on the mountain. Well, they must be dealt with. It's just the rules. And of course, speaking of rules, World Offroad Bingo. Actually, not a bad segue. Because Bingo has rules. I know it's a bad segue. Anyways, World Offroad Bingo is linked in the description down below. And you just click on that. It'll take you to a website. And then once you get to that website, you click on Generate New Card. And then you tap to click on things that happen in the video as they happen. If they're on your card and you get Bingo, then we want to hear about it. This car and its spin outs, I swear. But we want to hear about it, so leave Bingo in the comments down below. And if you remember the Bingo Discord server, tell us about it there. Ooh, another hiker. Down. Nice. Speaking of being down, finally, 4 minutes, 43 and a half seconds. We are down off the mountain, which means I had to drive it all the way back to the top. And boy, wasn't that fun. So that we can fling it off the mountain for a damage descent. Yes, that's right. It's already damaged from the controlled descent, so let's see what more damage we can inflict upon this thing, and obviously myself a little bit. I took a bit of damage there, and kind of have a little bit of an owie on the health bar. Yes, that's what it's called. When you lose green on the health bar, you have an owie. It's official. I just made it canon. GTA canon right there. You have an owie. I have about a 5% owie right now. Some owies are big. Some owies are very big. But, yeah, kind of shedding body panels like crazy, knocking out all the lights and windows really fast. And again, because this car is so light, it just bounces around on every little thing. This car is light enough. I think I mentioned this in my customization video for this car. But it's light enough that one of the guys that's here, there in the yellow car, but he had his Brioso out, I think the day it came out. And we were all just standing around looking at each other's Briosos, as guys tend to do. You compare. You know, see who's the shinier, see who's... never mind, we're going to leave that metaphor alone. Wait, is this a thread the needle? Oh, that is a thread the needle. Anyways, we were comparing Briosos, and I kicked his car. And he had the parking brake applied. And it moved about 10 feet just from my character kicking it. It's that light. It was pretty bad. I wish I would have been recording at the time. Oh dear, this is not a thread the needle. I'm having an Agent 14, and never mind, bunker moment. I got knocked out. Speaking of being knocked out, I was trying to get the wood pile and missed because somebody bumped me. So I get a little nudge here, and then an even bigger nudge. And I mean, that was enough height to clear the wood pile. It's just the wood pile was way over there. So yeah, I got punted like a ball. But we're down 2 minutes, 4 seconds. Let's take a look at the damage on the Brioso 300 wide body. All the windows are missing. Most of the light's gone. The hood, the trunk, and the left door are missing. The right door won't close, and there is even just the slightest, tiniest of the body damage. And of course, that means we need to take a look at all the other Grottis that accompany me back up and down the mountain as support vehicles. And then that brings us to our next vehicle. The Imponte Ruiner, the ZZ-8. Yes. What is ZZ-8? Where did they get that from? I don't know. I know that the Trans Am had the Z, but... Oh, no, not Trans Am. The Camaro, Z28. But where did they get the Firebird Z? I have no idea. This car is an interesting one. I like it to a point. I do feel that its proportions are a little off. I feel the car needs to be a little wider to better represent what it's based on in real life. I kind of like the way it drives. It's not all that powerful. It's not all that quick. But it's an easy muscle car to drive. So if you like the sound of a muscle car without, you know, some of the other muscle car problems like, you know, careening out of control and turning your tires into smoke every 2 seconds, and also having good straight line speed. This one, you know, definitely does not have that. It's decent. I like its, you know, option for the glass T-tops. That's pretty cool. On the regular Ruiner, you just have to find one that way. There is no option inside of LS Customs. At least not right now. There's not. Who knows? It might come in the future. Rockstar does seem to have a tendency to go back and update some older cars lately, so never know. I don't know what Schfitt's doing over there. Just Deluxo. It's like he's trying to hover up the mountain and it's not working out so well for him. I don't know. I've never owned a Deluxo. I never will own a Deluxo. I mean, maybe if they're free, I'll take one, but other than that, I would never own one. But I kind of like the car's look, so I feel it's a little bit weird. I kind of like the way it drives, though it's disappointing as a muscle car. I don't like its price tag. I don't know. It's just, I think it's one of these cars that people are going to kind of forget about unless they're just like hardcore late 90s, early 2000 fans of what General Motors was doing back then. I wasn't. I didn't like the real life Camaro or Firebird, either one. And of course, I'm complaining that this one has the wrong proportions to not look like them. And then maybe I wouldn't like the looks. I don't know. But I did surprisingly struggle quite a bit to keep the rear wheels having grip and keeping me going. Surprisingly, it doesn't get slowed down too much by the bushes. But just trying to find that place where I got grip was a little difficult. And because of that, the back end's wobbling all around. And it is behaving more like a muscle car here on the mountain than it does down on pavement, which is, I guess, not too surprising considering, you know, it's dirt. But man, that bright orange paint just pops here in this sunset golden hour in game. It kind of looks good. Making our final little climb here and does all right. It kind of surprising given everything else we struggled with, but we're up. 2 minutes, 52 seconds. So, will it off-road? Yeah, I guess that's a decent time. Anything under 3 minutes is okay. You know, not too bad. But it's not great. it is at least in the top half. It is 116th overall out of 350. It looks like down there in the 1s and 10s, there's some tight competition because it is 0.12 seconds slower than the Armored Kuruma, and it is 0.23 seconds faster than the ZR350. In terms of muscle cars, which I forgot to note how many we've tested, but I think it's like 20, 25, I don't know. It's currently 8th in muscle. It is 0.2, so 0.2 of a second slower than a vapid peyote gasser. Yeah, okay, that's what my note card says, so it must be true. And it is 4.92 seconds faster than the old school runner. So, interesting. In terms of criminal enterprises, which I think I forgot to mention that. I think I forgot to mention a lot of numbers for the Brioso, so we'll go back to that in a minute. In terms of criminal enterprises, it is 6th out of 9. It is 6.97 seconds, so let's just call that 7 seconds, slower than the Greenwood and 0.32 faster than the SM772. Over on the Brioso, it's 3rd in compacts of 12, 11.57 seconds slower than the Brioso RA, and 12.68 seconds faster than the Issy Classic. Ouch. And in criminal enterprises, it's dead last out of 9, 14.3 seconds slower than the Corsita, a car that I've already forgotten that existed until right now. Seems like Rockstar's getting really good at releasing these cars, and it's like, oh wow, it's such a great car, and here it is a month later, and I've forgotten that it even is a thing. Like legit, I when I saw it on the spreadsheet, I'm like, oh yeah, Corsita exists. And that was just kind of the thought of it. Off the top of my head, I don't even know what that car looks like, and I own one. I don't know what color mine is. Yeah, I just can't picture it. I know some of you are probably just shaking your head at me, but it's, I don't know, Rockstar has been releasing a lot of forgettable cars. And I'm not sure what my Crusader looks like. But we're down in the Ruiner at 2 minutes, 29 seconds. Somebody's hello. Somebody's CEO vehicle is laying over there in the middle of the road. So we're back at the top of the mountain for our damage descent to see, well, what type of damage this thing takes. I wonder if the T-tops will break. Good question. If they were going to, you think they would have right there or right there? Or any of these opportunities. Lost something there. Oh, the front bumper. Wow, that's a big bumper. That's a lot of stuff going there, isn't it? I was going to say something and lost my train of thought, so we'll just move on to something else. And hey, look at that. Donkey's back from being AFK. Donkey goes AFK a lot during this. Of course, Donkey got demoted during the recording of this little off-road. That's what I was going to mention earlier. We had to spend the night at the top of the mountain to wait for daylight to record, and Donkey made a regrettable choice and was temporarily demoted. Don't worry, he's already been promoted back to his status of whatever useless rank he is in the crew. I mean, do those crew ranks really mean anything? I don't think so. Status, bragging rights, but if you're, I don't know, if you're getting your sense of self-worth out of what you are in a video game crew, well, I would question your self-appraisal values. Not you in particular, Donkey. You know I love you. But no, I would question yours too, if that's where you're basing your self-worth. Tried to get over the woodpile. Kinda did. Not really. I don't know if that really counts. Now I'm stuck and we're just wasting time. I'm gonna mess up Pueblo's fence though. We're down 1 minute, 40 seconds. Let's take a look at the damage on the Ruiner ZZ-8. Rear window's gone. Most of the lights are missing. However, the T-top's intact. Front bumper and hood are gone. The doors and trunk won't close. It has bent wheels and a definite body damage this time. You can see some definite crumpling happening there. Kind of surprising on one of the newer cars. They usually don't have good damage models. There's a look at our support vehicles. Once again, all Impontes and all but one Ruiners of various generations. And that's going to do it for this week's Will It Off-Road. We'll be back with Will It Off-Road in 2 weeks with the Vajero Z, whatever that thing's called, and whatever else comes out the week after that. At the time I'm recording this video, the Vajero just came out today. At the time I'm recording the voiceover, I should say. So, don't know, but next week we'll have and video. Don't know what it'll be. But thanks for watching. Make sure you're playing Will It Off-Road Bingo and come hang out with us on the Vainglorious Discord server. And don't get shot by our cheap RPGs. And until next time, I'm Brandon, reminding you to stay vainglorious.